And the one get. Oh, shh.
No. Oh, man. No. It's so good. That was so good, man. Just a start, just a train wreck of a start. That would be hilarious. The first 5 minutes of just laughing.
Oh, man. I was going to start out with a joke, but oh, man, that was horrible. Unreal. Oh, my goodness. I was just going to say, and one bear said to the other bear, does this taste funny to you?
There may not have been a better start to any show at this point in time.
From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is The B Team with Cory and Jim. You are listening to the best of The B Team with Cory and Jim. Wait a minute. Wait. Have you been talking this entire time about birthdays for your flippin' pets?
Yeah, man. You know what I was talking about.
I can't breathe.
Come on, reel it back.
Oh, I can't breathe. Cory. Oh my God.
Yeah, now you're on board with me, huh?
Oh, no, wait. I thought we were talking about birthday parties for my kids.
No, sir.
Someone's kids, and you bring your cute little pets.
No.
No.
I don't supply the pets.
When they were the puberty thing.
Yes.
Now that means when girls go through
the change, like their
yeah,
cycle.
That happens.
Their cycle, yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what? You know what it reminds me of? They say that girls, like when they all get together in a group and are together for a while, they all get on the same cycle.
They legit do.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, boys do that too, but they do it with their poop cycles.
Oh, well.
All my boys, my boys are all on exactly the same poop schedule. But let's not talk about poop with a professional author.
This interview is going great so far. Mother.
Right down the toilet.
So sorry. Clearly, writing a book of this nature takes imagination. Do you consider your imagination to be healthy, intact, everything?
Healthy? I mean, it's there. It is there. Okay, I have it. Let me put it to you this way. When I was a kid, some of the things that I came up with, I did not realize that they were my imagination until I was an adult. And then I was like, hey, do you remember when we blah, blah, blah? No, I do not remember that. My sister is like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, the roller coaster. The neighbors had a roller coaster in their backyard. They were old people. I never saw any kids at their house. I was trying to figure this out. And right out my window, my sister's like, that was the willow tree. I was like, what?
Stand by. So you went into these blackout ranges, probably due to peyote use. Mike Jackson's Neverland is in the background there. Kids are getting touched all over the place. It was insane.
Yes, and I was like 8.
Woo, man, that's a troubled childhood.
Oh, that's that much of an imagination. Huh?
I didn't even know.
And not until you were an adult.
And then when I look back and I remember things now, I'm like, I had to have been imagining. I start to...
Do we need to talk about Santa Claus? Are you...
No, I understand that. Like,
all right.
When I was 12, my 6-year-old sister found Mom's lipstick on the glass, ruined it for me.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Yes. She was only
Spoiler
6,
alert. Spoiler alert, kids.
Just driving. I don't even listen to the radio. Just driving and like, what would happen if Leah did this? Yes, let's think about this.
Really?
That's totally how I get my.
So she's a living, breathing person in your mind.
Oh, yes. And my sister, she's like, I will like call her up and be like, hey, what do you think if this and this and this happens? She's like, we've legit had a discussion about whether or not I'm going to kill Tanner at the end.
Oh.
Yes. Which,
are you announcing something? You want to make an announcement right now?
I don't know yet.
No, because you have to say
spoiler alert. You know, like,
legally.
I haven't decided yet. That's what I said. But I like, we've had this conversation, and I would text her things, okay? Like, spoiler alert. Yeah. Hey, I blew up Anderson's house today. Not sure if he's going to die yet. I'll let you know. And then follow it up with, hey, FBI, these are fictional characters. FYI. Don't want to be on a list.
I would still like to be able to fly if I need to. Yeah.
Yes, if I have to fly. Like if J.K. Rowling is like wanting me to come to England, I got to do this.
Yeah, that's the one you're going to want to show up for.
Yeah.
Tumblr. Yeah. I'm looking it up.
Yeah. It's like a Fight Club app thing, but it's real. I forget what it's called, man. It's called.
Did it right.
You wrestle with them, like it's called Grinder or something. And
I think that's for sandwiches. That's for sandwiches.
No, but you somebody who's close to you, your phone goes off.
Yeah.
You get a picture of that person, and you just swipe it, and
you
go wrestle them,
and you just fight them.
Yeah, you get because I always wear a singlet. You know that. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Always, it's like Superman. Mm-hmm. You just rip it off, and it's good to go.
I'm ready to wrestle, as my dad used to say.
What's it like locking eyes with somebody? You think when you see them, like if you find them on your phone, and then you click, it's go time. Yeah, and then you lock eyes. Like if they're in close proximity, you get an adrenaline spike.
I wonder what the distance on that is. How close? Mm-hmm. Got it 10 yards, 100 yards, a mile?
I don't know. I don't tumble. I don't know. You tell me.
But you do that?
I do Tumblr. Tumblr is totally not like that.
Oh, it's not?
Oh, it's
sorry.
Totally not.
Oh.
It's kind of
it's a girl thing. You guys have a pillow fight? A virtual pillow fight?
So, yes.
Yeah.
Virtual.
Yes,
all right, let's talk. Let's talk about this.
I'm intrigued.
Let's take it down. Let me get another cookie. Girl. Now you go. Talk. Could you say it slow? Can you tell us about it real slow? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. All right, please explain your presence on Tumblr. I'm sorry, we'll leave you alone this time.
Well, that's totally like not because when girls fight, they just don't talk to each other. Yeah. I mean, like,
yeah. I'm gonna give you an eating disorder by ignoring you on Facebook. Yeah,
right. Right. Yes. So, Tumblr is just totally. It's all either total book/movie nerds, geeks. Seriously, most of my people are like, oh my gosh, so many Harry Potter fans and like that kind of, like that's it.
He's a huge Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, I love the Hobbits. Really?
Yeah. According to my,
I don't know. Is that
goblins? Yeah, goblins.
Yeah. Cribbage. I'm a former Olympic.
Cribbage. I love that.
We combine two sports right into one right there.
Yes.
That's like. Try not to choke. All right. Anywho, you were talking about.
Oh my gosh. Well, don't you have to be careful because I mean you're kind of out there now.
Yes.
You're gaining. I mean, you even have fans in the UK.
Oh yeah.
You have people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are there people like internet stalking you kind of thing or anything?
Not
creepy?
that I'm aware of
Only
yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that you could just Google me and think I come up. But
yeah.
Just like odd photos that you did, like you grilling in your backyard. You're like, wait a minute, my whole family's here.
Yeah, and
Who took this photo?
You're wearing the clothes. You're wearing the clothes that's in the picture.
Yes.
You're like, wait, how did
This was 10 minutes ago. What the fuck?
But no, nothing creepy's
like
happening
that.
yet.
No, but I actually got I tweeted to an author, followed her. She followed me back, and then she immediately sent me this form message that was like, "No dick pics, please. I do not want to see your I didn't even know that was like a problem. I was like, what?
You been noticing any cars following you when you drive around?
I wonder if she can predict me blocking her on the email.
If you get a second email from Angel 2 that says, "Yeah, I did predict it because I already created this email address," you might well just move or burn your house down. I don't know, because clearly you're gonna find a rabbit boiling in a pot. That's all I'm gonna say for people. Any Mike Douglas fans out there?
Oh man! Oh, stop it! Ah, Mike Douglas,
My boy.
There's a lot that goes into this.
That was just a scenario. It could be a basketball game, and you dunked on it. I'm gonna give you the head nod. Good dunk. Good dunk, motherfucker.
It's given.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, we don't need to dabble in your athletic endeavors, okay?
We don't need to mention whom dunked on whom the last time we were at the YWCA.
Just because Jerry tripped and happened to fall down where you could spring off his back doesn't count as a real dunk. You got to go.
I got the points.
Well, sure, it counted.
I heard the thing go. I got the points.
It doesn't do that when you. It just means the quarter's over. You blew it.
It doesn't make a noise when you score.
No, only at the end of a quarter.
Oh man!
Yeah, you just shot it all to hell right there. You had everybody believing you out here the next Allen Iverson at 50. You just and then you had to come at me with that. This isn't hockey, Jim. The lights don't flash and they go when you score. But it's funny. That's funny though.
And they don't shoot off the glitter and all that stuff.
That's only when you win the big one. You know, because I'm jacked. I'm pretty pumped to be a papa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what? You will like it extra because they're like all hairy, like primates. It's
gonna be like a little baby ape.
Yes.
Oh,
they really are.
Yeah.
You watch. They got these really fine little hairs on them that I truly didn't know about. I had my first baby when I was 40, and I didn't know this before.
That they have
these little fine hairs on them, and you wash those off, man.
Crazy.
They all come off, and it's like little razor stubbly things. But no, but it's really soft. They're super soft. And you just wash it right off of them. It's so cool. So cool. And I'll admit to you, you were talking about changing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, my boys are 9, 8, and 6 now. Right. So we're out of diapers and all that stuff. Yeah. And I miss it, man. Not going to lie. I miss it. I miss changing diapers. I miss that time. Yeah, you don't get that back, man.
Well, sure. You might be the only human being, only man ever to say that.
I'm the only one to admit it.
Maybe.
Because, man, that's time. That's quality.
I mean, that is true. Because that's the only time when you're raising a kid where, they're the most dependent on you for everything that they could ever want.
Everything.
So that's kind of a cool bonding experience because and you can, like, what I'm jacked about the most is being able to teach your kids stuff.
Yeah.
And watching them learn. Yeah. You know?
Teach them wrong stuff.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. That is funny. Yep. Yep.
And the best part about kids too, when they're young, you know, they don't really have a filter. They don't know social constructs or anything.
Right.
So they'll just tell somebody, man, you smell like shit.
Yep. They did not sign that social contract.
Yeah, they're like, come on, man, I don't got time for to be smelling you. Take a bath. Jesus. So yeah, that's what I'm jacked, man. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Good. I'm glad you are. It's going to be the best time of your life. It really is.
Yeah, that's what everybody, every parent or father I've talked to this point has said something to that effect. Either A, it's going to be the best thing you've ever done. You couldn't believe that you didn't do it sooner, which I can believe that because I'd have been like 25 at the time, and there's no way on earth I should have ever had a kid that early. I should have a kid now.
No,
and I'm 28. So,
yeah, no, I got you.
Because that's going to be the scariest part is when the doc or the nurse comes in, it's day 2, been in the hospital, and they're like, here's your baby.
There you go.
And they're just going to let you leave.
With the baby.
With that baby.
Yeah, no license. You don't have a license to own a baby? Nope.
You really don't even have to take a test.
No.
You got to take a test to drive a car.
Do you know what they are really hung up about, especially the hospital you're going to, because that's where I had all 3 of my kids, is that baby seat. They go with you.
Let me tell you something.
They go with you and they inspect it.
They can
come out and inspect
They
it.
can inspect it. Number one, I had it installed by one of those car seat specialists.
Firefighter.
No. This was at like a family.
They're the best at it.
No, they're not. Because let me tell you something. They make it look like that thing's fucking rocket science. Okay, the one we got, literally, you clip the 2 things into the latch system, and you pull on the middle thing. If the bubbles are in the middle of the level, you got it in there. Good job. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't shift more than an inch or whatever,
but it
was one of the easiest things I've ever seen. Now, don't get me wrong. I think where all that stuff was coming from was back, like, I don't know, early 2000s when the only system was the seatbelt. Because that shit looked like a goddamn maze that looked like the only way you were ever getting out of there is by being dead. And someone picking your body up to take you out of the maze. Because it looked like just you had to throw stuff and underneath shit and between stuff, and then it's got to be locked in just...
Well, ours were kind of in the in-between those. I mean, to me, still, because, you know... I lack any mechanical skill at all. Merlin had to be involved in getting this car seat in and out.
Yeah.
Really?
Not anymore. It is the easiest thing on the planet.
There are a lot of cars that you and I can't afford, that built right in, that the seats are built into the car. They have baby seats built into the car.
Well, I've never even heard of that.
Yes, sir.
What company makes them?
The premium companies.
Those premium
ones that when you order the, you have to tell them when you go into the premium car store, you have to say, give me one of the
premium packages.
The fully loadeds. Give me the fully loaded,
and that comes with a car seat already built in.
But you can't even see it.
Yeah, because it's all science. It's hidden. Everything's stowaway now in cars.
It really is.
Everything is. Even baby seats, apparently. That's the first time I'm ever hearing about this. Is it really?
Yeah. Vans, wait until if you have a whole
I've already driven a van.
If you have several kids, you're going to get one of the minivans. You wouldn't believe it. These things are like rolling theaters.
No, man. See, first of all.
There's wet bars. What?
I might disagree with you. I know you have more kids than I do.
I do.
Okay. And a minivan, though, to me, it's kind of a cop-out. Because why not go for the cargo van?
Like the 18-passenger thing?
Yeah, man. If you're going to do it big. Okay? Think about this. Take all those bench seats out of there. Put your sofa in there. Okay? You could mount a flat screen on the side of it. Because you don't get you got to get the rapey one without the windows on the side. You put a TV in there. Get you a big screen. Not one of those little tiny ones in the back of the headrest. You got to be 2 inches away to see what the fuck's going on. Get the big ones, man. You can fit like a 70-inch TV in one of those cargo vans. They're humongous. And then you still have space for a mini fridge and all kinds of other cool stuff.
How you strapping everybody in?
Seatbelts in the back seat are for losers, okay? If you don't have enough time in a collision to do some kind of a ninja move and stop yourself from going anywhere in the back, then get out of my face.
That is not, I absolutely do not support you on that.
Maybe you'll be car seated in. It'll be fine. I don't know about the side impact. It's going to be a weird shift, but it'll be all right. They make those pillows for the head. We got one. You know what I mean? Like to support the neck. So it has not just, Stevie wandering around in that little car seat, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if I hear, isn't she lovely, coming out of the back seat, I'm going to be wondering what's going on. So we got to stop this. Hang on. make sure that pillow's good. Or Ray Charles, one or the other. Isn't that crazy? Those two dudes have never seen each other perform ever, and they do the exact same thing.
You are so proud of yourself right now.
Oh, I know. I put that together in like a half a second. I've never been more proud of myself. I've always been impressed. I've always been impressed by the one-man bands, the guys on the little tricycles that can, or the unicycles that can play the drums and he's hitting the accordion.
He's not on a unicycle, though.
The good ones are. Yeah.
No, I saw one of those guys. I really did when we were on like the Santa Monica Pier or somewhere, but I've never been to California, so it must have been somewhere else. But he had he was wearing just socks, and he had a hole. He had a hole in his big toe. His big toe. He was playing the bass with his big toe. It was laying down in front of him, and he was playing the bass with like his right big toe was the picker, okay, and he was fretting with his other big toe. All right, and then on his knees he had your cymbals.
Oh yeah,
on the knees.
Ting ting.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. And I think he had something going with his elbows too, but I don't know what, because he was flapping his wings.
Accordions.
No, he did. Yeah, he played one of those.
I'm sure he did.
Had one of those. But on the side of the accordion was like a banjo, and he would just reach over everybody, bing, ding, 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 while he was hee ha hee on the accordion, and he would do that. Yeah.
Truly
and he
talented.
had the mouth harp.
Oh yeah, the harmonica.
The harmonica there.
Boom.
Yeah, strapped on too. He was a
legit.
Yeah, he was
legit.
Open for business. I wanted to do an email, but it's only one email. It's not my usual series of 3, but there's one email, and I'm interested in your take on it because you're a little bit aware of this world. Okay, this one comes from either Lick Zima or Like Zima.
It's Lick.
Yeah.
Has to be.
And he or she wants to know what the hell happened to Ronda Rousey.
Woo! All I'm going to say about that is she done fucked up.
Did she really?
No,
Did she do something to mess up? What happened?
Well, yeah, she picked an opponent that was better than her at fighting.
That's it. That's the good enough answer for me, man. That's all I need. You are listening to the best of the B Team with Cory and Jim. Hi, this is Jim from the B Team Podcast. You can't open a newspaper, turn on a computer, or stand near a water cooler without hearing about another senseless act of violence in a public place. We're at a time when top law enforcement professionals are telling private citizens to arm themselves and to not only say something if they see something, but to take action if called upon. I've been carrying concealed for many years. I've chosen the tool which best fits me. I've invested in the proper training to make me proficient with that tool, and I've developed the mindset to ensure the safety of me and my family. The B Team is proud to announce our partnership with Hero Holsters. I've met with the owner, Brandon Moore, and have reviewed his line of durable, comfortable, and most importantly, functional holsters. The team at Hero Holsters realize that outside of training, your tool of choice is holstered 99.9% of the time. Needless to say, comfort is paramount. All of their scabbards are 0.08 of an inch thick, so they won't collapse after you've drawn. This means there's no fighting with your clothes when it's time to reholster. They're equipped with spring steel belt clips. These clips are the best in the industry and ensure that once you have the holster on, it stays on. I encourage you to go to their website, learn a little more about Brandon and the great products available at Hero Holsters. HeroHolsters.com. Be a victor, not a victim.
Hi, this is author Emma Woods. When I have an hour to burn, I listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
On air.
Really?
It's gonna be funny because it just is.
Well, it just so happens we're on air right now. So.
Oh well, beautiful, beautiful. Look at me paying attention.
Yeah.
That's called being prepared.
It is.
Excuse me.
It really is.
Well, listen, yeah. When you're gonna do an episode as good as the Christmas episode we're about to do,
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna come in hot and ready, just like Little Caesar's Pizza.
You know what we're doing right now?
What?
We're making merry.
What? First of all, I've not made out ever with Mary
Because we're 19th century English gents. We're making merry.
She was a virgin.
Oh, are you going to tell the story? Go.
I'm not. That's not my story to tell. I wasn't there.
It's everyone's story.
No. And see, people have been piggybacking off it because they're like, oh yeah, it's Christmas time. That's not. No, they weren't there. They weren't there. I don't want to hear your version of it. If you can bring back somebody from the dead who visited,
oh come on,
then yeah, I'll tune into that story.
People are piggybacking.
I feel like they've churched that one up a bit. You know what I mean?
I'd say you're right. Oh my gosh, get it together. Here we go.
No pun intended. Xmas show coming to you live, pre-recorded from the Bad Monkey Studios.
Yes. And that does surprise me a little bit because all I remember our little guys doing for the first month and a half was just sleeping. They'd get done eating and they'd sleep.
He does that, but like he did do that cluster feeding, you know.
I'm sorry, what?
Cluster feeding. When they're hitting a growth spurt, they eat like every hour. and he'll eat for like 40 minutes at a time.
So there's a name for what I've been doing for 40 years.
Well, no.
I've been cluster feeding.
No, you haven't been cluster feeding. You've just been eating.
Brought to you by Little Debbie.
Oh, how cool. Oh, would it be awesome to break into a zebra cake right now? Oh.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What the hell is figgy pudding?
Well, it's a 16th century dessert that hasn't been made since the 16th century, yet in a certain song, they expect me to have this bullshit on the boil, on the back burner, all day, apparently, because when you come and you want some, bring us some figgy pudding.
Yeah,
okay?
that's not even, they don't ask.
No,
it's a
bring
demand.
Us. Yeah. Or they're going to continue in their horse shit out in my front lawn without figgy pudding.
You can only do that in a civilized, gated community.
Yeah.
You try that around hillbillies, you won't get shot at. I'm going to tell you right now. Somebody's bringing a 12 gauge out and pumping some lead at you.
Yes, sir.
It's going to happen.
Guaranteed. That'd be Bill G. He's expert in all things. Did you say with extra testicles?
Yeah.
Is that, yes.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrials. Oh, muscles. Yeah.
He's not a gay porn expert.
No, anything that's been on Art Bell, George Norrie, Coast to Coast.
The Food Network.
He has researched it thoroughly. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to bring him in after last week's show and all your horse shit about going Yeti searching and pulling cast and hair and all that stuff. He came today specifically to put that hair under a microscope.
I can't believe you're fact checking me. I can't believe you're fact checking me. I'm supposed to be your teammate. And you're pulling this. Fine. If that's how you want to do it, we'll take it there.
That's what we did. And Bill, tell us what you came up with.
That's what I thought. The evidence is irrefutable.
Wow.
It's right over here,
100%.
man. It's in the Cory corner, man.
100%.
We got ourselves a winner.
We've got a Yeti?
Yeah,
We have a Yeti.
completely stumped.
So it wasn't an ape.
No,
It wasn't
get
a
that.
gray
Get ape out of here.
Really?
Get ape out of here.
Really?
No,
Wow.
nothing to do with ape.
My stories sound fantastical, but they're all true.
Well, then my apologies to you, sir.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay. Apology rejected, but thanks.
The bi-dimensional, multi-dimensional, it's there.
You were able to put...
The truth bears it out.
What do you use to check?
I am not going to get into that with you.
Is it
A
too
layman?
sciencey?
Come on.
I'm not getting into that with a layman, but it's all, we got ourselves a winner here.
The information will come out soon enough.
Yeah.
You know?
I believe
your
it
findings?
has.
Your findings?
I don't know if it's classified still. That's above my pay grade.
I'm amazed.
How I know I have a buddy that got abducted.
What?
That's just what he tells me. Okay.
Then why isn't he sitting in Bill's seat right now? That's
He's
who I want to
abducted.
talk to.
Okay.
Oh, he's still gone?
He talks to me in my dreams.
Oh my
okay.
God.
It's the
Here we
the
go.
thing with the probes.
All right.
I've probably been probed myself.
I'm
Several
sure,
times.
I'm sure you've been probed.
Not in like a weird way. They just go through your eyeball. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
I didn't think of that. I thought it was all anal.
That's what most people probably. You hear probe, you're thinking that's going
Yeah.
on the ass.
And with you, it is all in.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm not going to mention his name.
Okay.
I mean, I could. It's not like he's here to dispute anything. But what he told me was, or his story, like most abduction stories at night, this takes place
Yeah.
because that's when the aliens like to travel under the cloak of darkness. Okay. He is from a Wisconsin town, small place.
It's a place called Wisconsin
No,
Town? Yeah.
Wisconsin town, Indiana.
Yeah, Wisconsin town, Indiana. Well, this will be like one of those specials that's shot on television where the names and the locations are changed for safety
Oh, okay.
purposes. You know, he
All
could be in
right.
witness protection. I don't know, but anyway,
Was he abducted or is he in witness protection? Oh my God! I'm going to rip my hair out.
we'll get into witness protection too. I'm sure JFK
all right.
the whole nine.
Just keep going with this.
So anyway, he was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
He woke up. He was you would think he lives on a farm.
Was he out of doors?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Nothing happened to the house. Perfectly normal.
Mm.
When the police showed up the next day.
Did they check the silos?
Always check the silos.
Because
I think they did a sweep.
there is documented proof that they go to silos. They don't know why, but they believe that they're refueling over silos.
Wikipedia
If
is not
they
documented proof. A. Okay. And two.
Well,
You don't keep anything in silos anymore, do you?
Yeah.
Do you see functional silos
Grain.
now?
I don't farm. So
Hey,
dead bodies. I would imagine.
Did your buddy live on this farm by himself?
No.
and he had silos.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were silos on the farm.
Yeah.
So
All right.
there could be a correlation there.
Yeah.
But he no kids, wife.
Were they? It was nighttime. I'm taking it.
Nighttime,
they were
yes.
in bed.
Yes.
He shared a bed with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One of those like dual twin setups though, not together.
Now, can I ask questions about the wife yet? Or are we not to that point?
No,
where
yeah,
we
you can.
Okay. Did she do a witness statement? What is she saying about this?
She did do a witness statement, but I mean, she was asleep the whole time. According to the statement, she just said she woke up, husband was gone, so she went out to the barn to check that, wasn't in there, checked around the silos, no sign of him.
Really?
You asked the question.
Okay. So he just got bored with her.
Twin
Packed
beds,
his
man.
bags.
Come
They
on.
had double beds. That'd be my first question. As a man in black going in to interview the couple, why the double beds? Sounds like a sexual hang-up.
Well,
Yeah.
to most people, you would think that. But see, the separation makes the heart grow fonder, all that.
You know
I've
what?
been told it's like it sounds like a rock concert when they go at it. It's loud.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's not an issue.
Let me
then.
tell you this about Men in Black. I know I'm sidebarring here,
Just a tad.
but Men in Black, those guys got to pull more tail than a lion tamer because they're going in where these guys are getting. What are they getting? Where they get taken away,
Abducted.
abducted, and they're going in with that, and they're interviewing these young wives.
Yeah.
And they got that pin.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they're like looking into the pin. Poof. And
You're describing a rape squad.
Yeah.
That's the Cosby pen.
Yeah.
Oh, man, if Cosby had one of those, he wouldn't be in his current predicament. Let me just say that.
He did. It was called Rohypnol.
Like the Grizzly guy did, or whatever his name was.
Oh, yeah, the dude that used to make out with the bears all the time. And
He's lovely.
Yeah.
He's lovely.
He's
Precious.
He's just a gorgeous creature of.
I thought,
Man,
dude, when that movie came out, I thought that guy was like a scientist that went up there to study grizzlies, right?
Nope, he was a sandwich artist.
Just a dude
wanted
to go hang out with some bears.
I'm done.
The worst part about it was that he brought the girlfriend. She's the one that I felt bad for. Yeah, because she ended up the same way as him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel bad for her.
No.
I have to say, because she's an adult that made that decision. You know what? That sounds like a great idea, Grizzly man. I'll be there tomorrow.
Now, why did it have something to do with her? At
the end, have you seen the movie?
No.
Oh,
did they smell her vagina? Or the menstruation? Yeah.
I don't know. First of all, but no. At the end of the movie, I don't know if they play the whole audio tape, but they have a tape. I don't know if any of it's on video, but the audio is on there of him getting mauled to death.
Mm.
And then she's in the background, like screaming, trying to fight off the bear.
What?
It then turns its aggression towards her. Yeah, and kills them both.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're nothing to mess with. You don't go out there.
It's a bear
trying to pet them and think that they're just lovely creatures, and they're going to think you're a lovely creature too.
Right.
They think that you're a snack.
They did something to that bear. Because normally it wouldn't mess with them.
You think they touched it? Show me on the doll where they touched it.
Let me get
Show me
the Care Bear.
Yep.
Right here.
What do you think? Oh.
Door number 2.
Let the record.
Door number 2.
Let the record show. Bill's pointing at the
rectal.
The exit only.
The rectal area.
Oh. That's sad.
I'd want retribution and revenge. To one of those summer abroads to study. And while I was there, we took a weekend to try out for one of the UK's most famous Quidditch teams. Okay.
Oh my God! A Quidditch team.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It is not.
Yes, it is. They've got leagues. Okay, trust me, it blew up. What? All right. It's a real thing.
You were so
no, look it up. It's online. They have tournaments and everything. There's the World Cup.
Nope.
So I try out for the Chutley Cannons. Okay, that's the number 1 squad. All right. Needless to say, I didn't make the cut. I wasn't Chutley Cannon material.
Who is?
You are listening to the best of the B Team with Cory and Jim.
And could you drop a couple olives in it for me? Thanks, sugar. Hey, y'all. I'm Rutherford Thurberson III. Do you like gin? Hell, me too. I come from a family of distillers who came over with the Pilgrims. Now, I don't know if they were on the Tito, the Squanto, or the Hanna-Barbera, but I do know they brought with them the recipe for the world's finest gin, Thurberson's. It's stone-aged, because why does everything have to be so new?
Please drink responsibly. Thurberson's. When you can't say it, stop drinking it.
Hey, boys, what's the ETA on that grilly cheese?
Cameras and we're shooting each other. Do I just have a camera? Do I pass it off to you at a certain point? How are we getting the and you'll notice I'm doing finger quotes, the money shots.
Well, it depends. It depends, on your dexterity or flexibility, because you can go under your own taint.
Practically a yogi.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Or, you could have another guy getting all up in it. But see, that's dangerous for the cameraman because you could take some collateral damage that you weren't expecting.
If another man's testicle touched me on any part of my body, I would be
ejaculate.
done. I would have to move. I would move out of state.
That's one of the second funniest porn videos I've ever seen.
What's
was
that?
A camera guy. This dude pulled out for the cum shot, hit the cameraman. Hilarious.
Hit him with his
jisms in the face. Dude, talking about fucking your day up, man. Hit him in the face. Shot it. I don't know how. I don't remember the proximity of where the performer was and the camera guy. But dude pulled out and it hit him. Hit the camera guy. No joke. Caught him on camera.
Dude, was there a fist fight?
No.
He just that's part of it. It's part of your.
You gotta know, man. You're a porn filmographer. Filmographer? No, that's not a thing. Videographer.
Photographer.
There we go. Videographer.
Yeah. Okay.
You go into that line of work. You have to think at some point in time you might get jizzed on. You, ma'am. He was on Footloose.
What in God's name are you saying?
Okay, he danced his soul out in that movie.
Man, he did. He gave his all. He left it all on the field. That's a football reference. Nope, football reference.
Yeah, but
he left it all there. He left.
Movie.
Nope. I'm just saying. No,
I haven't seen that one.
Nope. In the barn, when he was dancing, he left it all. He left it there, man.
Yeah, he did.
When he walked away.
How about Tremors? That was an awesome flick.
Mm-hmm.
Even better than Footloose, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Non-stop, high intense, adrenaline pumping movie.
Right in the back of a pickup truck, man, running away from big worms.
Nope.
Awesome.
Worst part of the movie. Best part of the movie. Tractor. Tractor suicide mission. Chicken. There we go.
Playing chicken on the tractors.
Best.
Now we're back. We're going back and forth, dude. You're tweaking. You're tweaking today.
Man.
You did.
I was so afraid I was gonna be just
so tired.
Yeah, Jim. It just heroined out, man. Just on the nod.
Yep. But you did.
I don't have no coffee.
Did you do a packet of Spark? Did you do the Spark?
It feels like it. Dude, there's probably enough caffeine in there to kill a small
element. Yeah.
And I ingested it for sure.
Oh man. But anyway, Tremors. The chicken thing wasn't in Tremors. The chicken thing was in Footloose. Yeah.
Am I mixing it up?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up.
You should.
Give me a knife.
You're out of the Kevin Bacon fan club. Have you ever met him?
I have not.
No doubt about it. Nope. Someday. It's coming.
Probably not.
We're on our way.
As it were. You like that?
But let me tell you something.
No.
At 70 years old,
it's a whole lot of loose skin.
There's nothing there you want to see it because it's like
I don't know.
It's like
I've not ventured into that world, so yeah.
Oh, it's like a couple of the big marbles. I forget what they call those in the
shooter
marbles,
right? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not.
It's like a couple of those in an old tube sock, man. Is what that is when you reach a certain. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've already sat on mine a couple times on the toilet. Well, not even on the toilet, just a couple minutes. When I came in here, it's hot today.
Oh,
it's hot today, so things
super hot.
Yeah, things expand.
They get to sag.
They do something. Things get
let me ask you this though.
Yeah, I've sat on them.
I've not seen your underwear. I'm imagining you're not sporting just a regular pair of boxers because things don't stay put. So. Or if you do, let's say, right, and you're somebody of that age.
Okay.
Yeah. How many times do you think some dude has been just walking? If he's let's say he doesn't sport the tighties, the whitey tighties, and his balls brush up against his inner thigh, and he thinks it's a bug.
Yeah.
So then he goes to swat it. How many times do you think like a 7-year-old dude has racked himself?
11. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
In the history of the world.
Yeah. 11. No, I guarantee you, it happens more often than you think. I promise you it does. And that whole...
From experience?
Oh, let me tell you something. When it's super hot and things start sticking to the leg, that can be a long evening. That can...
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not enough talc or whatever you want to
No, that's just going to make it soupy.
Yeah. it's not to say we don't appreciate a swing and a miss.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm going to talk about the greatest terrible movie of all time. Congo, man.
It's amazing.
It is a masterpiece of shite. It really is. It is.
Yeah. Dude, when you watched it, you bought it.
I did. I had seen this movie before. I told you. I watched it years ago.
But you just didn't appreciate
and you were like,
glory.
no. Yeah, because you described it to me. You and I were talking, and I guess I wasn't giving you the response that you were hoping for.
Correct.
So you explained to me, no, dude, you have to be a student of this movie.
An active participant.
And so I'm like, I'll give it a try. And you gave me your copy, and I watched for some of the things that you told me to look out for, and wow. I watched it 2 times in a row that same night when you gave it to me. I watched it through one time. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to look for some other hidden gems, so I put it in again. Back to back, man, I watched it. It is unbelievable.
I know.
And I want you to describe my favorite part, which I've told you 100 times. I know you'll know it. My favorite part of that movie. Now, the listeners don't know that much about us yet, but I have had tiny, minuscule success at doing some background work in some films.
Oh, yeah.
So I know I'm not unfamiliar with a film set.
How it works.
And
how much work
and how
goes
it works,
into it.
And how much goes, yes. Yeah. So I know that, one scene can take a day and a half, if things are really tough, 3 days to shoot something that you look at on the screen for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I watched the scene that I hope you'll describe for us.
Oh, I will.
I thought about that. I thought about these actors standing there all day in makeup and on a what were they on, like on the tarmac of the
this is at this point in the movie, the scene I know you're describing is within the Temple of Monkeys.
Yes, okay.
Or the Temple of Gorillas, or whatever you want to call it. So you're thinking that they've shot this scene so many times that literally the one they put in the film was everybody just saying, well, fuck it, we got to do it again.
Yes.
Because that's what comes across in the movie.
Yes, it does. Oh, it's unreal.
The director and the guy who edited this film, either they hated somebody in the cast
or each other.
Yeah, they just got sick of working on it, and they're like, fuck it, we're putting this in here.
Yeah.
Because it is phenomenal. They're standing down there. I think they just recently, gotten to the Monkey Temple, and and they're just discovering the
new
horrors.
Studio name, by the way. New studio name, Monkey Temple Studios. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. So anyway, they've stumbled into the Monkey Temple. TM. That's trademark for you sons of biatches that don't know.
Don't let me see it on a T-shirt unless you're wearing that T-shirt to bring me a check.
Yeah, it's going to have B team somewhere on that money. Anyway, they stumble into the Monkey Temple, and they discover that they have made a humongous mistake because the geriatric gorillas with ugly faces, according to Katie, the live gorilla that is hooked up to a machine that can help her talk.
Oh, yep.
Bad monkey.
It's that good, people.
Yeah.
It's that
If you haven't
good.
seen it, you're just missing out.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a group of people, the survivors at this point. They stumble into the Monkey Temple. One of the angry monkeys, who has already slain a victim, charges down some steps and toward them in an angry-like fashion and hurls said victim's head at the group.
Now, there's a group of how many people standing there?
If I had to count, it's at least, what was it, 6?
Yeah.
Somewhere, it's like 5 or 6.
Yeah. And these are scientists.
Brilliant minds.
Yeah, brilliant minds, yes.
I'm not going to...
But not brilliant enough to duck out of the way of a head being jettisoned at your face.
Okay, clearly they're bookworms, all right? Because there's no real agile
movements within the group.
No.
Because you would imagine that if somebody throws a severed human head at you, personally, you're going to try your best Neo Matrix move to dodge it.
Yeah.
Now, in the movie, the head rockets at these people, and not a single person in the group flinches, tries to dive out of the way, doesn't even make an expression on their face that would be utter terror when a geriatric gorilla hurls a head at you. It's just plain faced, and then no movement. Dude gets hit in the arm with the head. And he stands there like... And he stands there like somebody just casually brushed up against him on the street. And it's like, dude, come on, man. If you're going to be in a movie and try to sell the fact that there's a hidden monkey temple in the Amazon where these gorillas rage and just kill people all the time, try to sell it a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't even like baseball.
You were getting ready to tell the people a story.
I was, but I forgot what it was. That break was so long. I'm just teasing. No, actually, I have forgotten what it was.
What?
You like that?
Oh, man. I do not. I do not like that
No,
because now we're up against a wall. And
well, I'm not. I'm sitting comfortably in a chair. Not doing a wall sit.
Okay. This is getting edited out.
You forgot what it was.
Yeah, I did. It's gone.
You can't edit that out. That's the best thing I've ever seen. Oh my god.
We just started chatting. We didn't even talk about the story. Let's see. We covered Stevie Ray, and then you were going to tell a story. But I do. Do I not? I truly struggle with
particular about certain things.
Yeah.
I will say that. Because Jim, folks, is the editor of this show, and needless to say, on more than one occasion, he has over-exaggerated and basically threatened to quit over the fact that he thinks the show is horrible. Mainly because he listens to the same clip 25 times in a row. And it's not like the whole show, just like literally a 10-second blurb. And then it's, we're the worst human beings on the planet.
Yeah. There was one time that I literally wanted to come to your house at like 11:30 at night and fist fight you because of all the lip smacks. I had to edit out of there. I was so twisted up by it. I was like, that completely ruined the show.
Any normal human being that listened to it wouldn't wouldn't caught it, man. Wouldn't even caught it.
I actually let Hannah listen to it, and she's like, I truly don't hear anything out of the ordinary.
Now I just think you're crazy and you're hearing stuff. You just like, they want there to be an issue. You're like, no, that doesn't sound right. Jim, the levels are perfect. It sounds studio quality. Good enough.
Oh, man.
It's real rapey, though.
The
studio itself just screams Rapeville, USA.
It does.
It does. It looks like every time I look at the Stevie Ray Vaughan poster, it vaguely reminds me of Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
Do you know what used to be there in that poster's place?
An actual photo of Buffalo Bill?
No, a Vietnamese spin fuck chair. I can say that because it's spelled PH. I thought I had superpowers once. My car, during a storm, I was just driving in town. It was super late at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning. And my car, no joke, my car got hit by lightning.
What?
Yes, my
car
no way. It got hit by lightning, and the little tiny hairs on the back of my neck stood up. And I sat there, and the electronics in the car were fried. They got fried. Now, the car was still running, but the electronics in it was just, lights and stuff went off. And so I pulled over to the side of the road, and I'm like, man, what just happened? And of course, I realized with that, it wasn't so much a boom as it was a crack. and I could feel it. I could physically feel it. So I'm like, man, I might have a superpower. So I'm out here. It's in the rain. I pull over in front of this car wash. I remember it. I remember it so well. I pull over in a car wash, and I'm like, man, I wonder if I've got like superpowers now because my car got hit by lightning. So I got out. And I go to the front of the car, and I tried to lift. The car up. I did. This really happened, man. I'm telling you right now. So I tried to lift the car up. I couldn't lift the car up. So I'm like, dang, I don't have super strength or anything. So I'm like, okay, what's next? So in that parking lot, in the 3:30 in the morning, I'm in the parking lot of this car wash, and I just sprint balls out.
No way.
To see.
No way.
Yes. I promise, Cory. And just to see if I'm like, well, no, I don't have super speed or anything like that. Woo. So yeah. And then I just stood there. I just stood there to see if I could hear people's dreams or something. I don't know. and nothing. I got nothing out of it.
You can't script it any better.
The only thing I've ever seen the monkeys do. Now, I have been to the zoo, okay?
Well, sure.
As a younger man.
You live in America.
And I can tell you this about your monkeys, all right? If they're not asleep, they're masturbating. If they're not masturbating, they are throwing shit everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't mean like furniture, the general word. I'm talking about feci.
That's the plural.
Everywhere.
Feces, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that's hilarious. That's why they're behind glass now and not cages, because they'll throw poop at you.
They sure will.
They're not
and they throw. Oh my god! And they throw up. Oh, I'm sorry, but oh man, they throw up and. And then they eat it. Oh my god! I might have to leave.
If you throw up for real,
no,
I'm going to lose my mind on this.
My eyes are watering. I'm thinking about it because I've got this picture in my mind of this particular one, like Coco or JoJo or Bonzo, whatever they name them all.
How dare you talk about the irreparable Coco, sir? She would never.
No, it's not the sign language one that you was talking about.
The gorilla that knows sign language?
Yeah.
Yes. Bad monkey. No. That's the other one. Yeah. No, Coco. Coco is the gorilla that had a tickle fight with Robin Williams.
I can't breathe. With Robin Williams.
That's just a super awesome 30 seconds of a podcast right there.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god. With Robin Williams.
Yeah, man. There's a video
tickle
of it.
Fight.
There's a video on YouTube of it.
Pull it up.
I'm not gonna.
I want to see it.
I'm not hooked into the Wi-Fi anymore.
No.
My password's expired. I gotta go and find it again. But dude, yeah, it's awesome. Check it out.
Cory's Conspiracy Corner.
Yeah, don't let anybody tell you that the Squatch doesn't exist. Not only do I belong to several groups related to the Sasquatch, well, some of them mostly are to raise funds in order to hunt the Sasquatch, and because the only way anyone's ever going to believe us is if we can present an actual species, like a dead Sasquatch.
So if it's
you're not going to catch it alive,
you're going to. No, you're not.
That's not the last one. They're bidimensional. Okay, it's rare that you can even see them. People should consider themselves lucky.
Really? Do you really believe in these things?
Let me.
Squatch?
You know how long
Yeti and Sasquatch, same thing?
Or am I
Yeah,
way up?
it's
Okay.
like typhoon and hurricane.
Okay.
just opposite sides of the planet, my friend. They give me these DVDs, and it's so funny. It's so funny. There's a scene, okay, and they're gonna show you how to properly change your baby. Okay. So setting up the scene. Clearly these are actors, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So mom's got the baby.
Real baby?
Real baby.
Okay.
Lays it down on the little changing pad, gets everything ready. Before anything goes down of any changing, mom's like, hey, time to change the baby. Dad's like, okay, I'll go get the camera. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what kind of sick freak is this? Getting your jollies off on watching your kid get changed. Oh. I shut it off. I was like, I don't know what kind of sick kind of nasty video this is, but I'm not watching it.
Thank you for listening to the Best of the B Team.